Hi, I'm Rex with Gravity.life. There's a lot of talk about what's possible. I know I like to talk about, what's possible, even potential for unlimited possibilities. When it comes to our physical health, however, there are obviously limitations. But at the same time, I want to say to be careful about not getting too caught up in the belief of certain limitations. As somebody myself, I've been through massive catastrophic injuries, especially with respect to my near-death experience, because I fell 26 feet, hit concrete head first. To this day, it's 11 years later, and I still get crazy migraine headaches. I don't sleep very well a lot of times. I've got the energy of somebody who's like 85, 90 years old. I get tired easy. I got to take naps. I get forgetful. I have a hard time focusing sometimes. It's crazy how dysfunctional my brain can be compared to what it used to be, because I have something to compare it to. Okay, I know how my brain was before this whole TBI thing happened. But I'm bringing all this up because I'm not trying to be all like, woe is me. It's not like that at all. I've never been that way, and I don't want any of that crap. I'm not interested. I bring it up because I want people to know that what is possible in terms of what you can still do with your life. I may not give the appearance of somebody who's got these limitations. You see me walking down the street, you'd have no idea that I live with this. Versus somebody who's in a wheelchair, what they're living with. And I'll tell you right now, I've known people that are in wheelchairs that are living amazing, incredible lives. They're having, experiences with art and their work and whatever they're passionate about. And they also have people in their lives who they love that love them. I bring this up because I know there's a lot of people that have been through these kinds of injuries, or maybe they're going through something like this, especially since I know the TBI thing. I'm going to talk about that. If you know somebody who's been through one, you're going through one yourself, or maybe somebody right now who's in the hospital, maybe in a coma or something to that effect. And maybe the prognosis is looking very bleak. Because I'll tell you right now, when I was in a coma, first of all, I don't think anybody thought I was going to survive, especially early on. And then even when it became, when the doctors realized, oh, he looks like he's going to survive, then the reality was, well, chances are he's going to come out of this either a vegetable or severely handicapped. And that was a lot of freaking work. I'm not even going to play. I've been through, never mind of the hours of physical therapy, but I've been through my share of hours of the cognitive therapy. So yeah, still brain farting. But yeah, but I find that life is certainly an awful lot different now, but at the same time, I still have a life. I don't want people to be discouraged to think that you're limited and defined by your disabilities. You're limited and defined by your injuries, or something like just traumatic brain injury, for sure. Something like a TBI. That's, that's your brain you're talking about here. That's if your brain doesn't work, you got nothing, right? I guess I just want to say that don't cut any corners with your care. I think no matter, even if you're perfectly healthy, you should never be cutting corners with your health anyways. I wish I'd been this diligent with my health when I was younger. Don't get me wrong, I've been training my whole life. I've been pretty much an athlete my entire life. I've been a martial artist my whole life. So, I've had that. But throughout all the years, there's a lot of people who've done what I've done, especially the fighting side of it. You're not always taking the best care of yourself. You don't always treat yourself the best. And I definitely didn't. If only I'd even done a half then of what I did now. And of course, the funny thing is, and it's like, I wish I had half of that health now, especially that I'm taking care of myself as diligently, as carefully as I do these days. But part of it is because I really have to. And if I want to do the things that I'm doing, I want to live the life that I'm living, I want to have the friendships and the relationships, and I want to be able to do what I do, like play music and write my books and do my martial. Still, I don't fight anymore, obviously, but still training in martial arts. There's ways through that. There's ways to do that. No, you're not going to be able to do it like you used to, probably. And no, it's not going to be the same. But it doesn't mean you still can't have a productive, meaningful, fulfilling life. So just take that to heart. From a person who's been down that road, who lives with it every single day, take that to heart. As long as there's breath in your body, I harp on this. You never know what's possible. Really apply yourself, really believe in yourself, and believe in those around you. Still lots of possibilities. Still time, still a chance for a beautiful life if you're not already living that life. Thank you for taking the time with me as always. I love you. Take care. Bless.